Everyone thinks they know who's making the World Cup final, but after watching these teams throughout the tournament and breaking down the semi-final matchup, I think one of the favorites is about to get eliminated. These are my World Cup semi-final predictions. Let's start with the biggest semi-final, France versus Spain. Who wins and passes on to the final. France comes into this game playing better than I expected. In the last World Cup, they made it all the way to the final, but they didn't play well as a team. They relied a lot on their individualities. This team is much better than the team of the last World Cup. This team doesn't only have the best team on paper, but they also play good as a team, not like the teams in the past. They can play different ways. They could play with the ball or without the ball. Paraguay tested their toughness and they were able to overcome it. Paraguay tried to bully them, but they did not get scared. They showed that they're tough mentally and physically. France did not fall to Paraguay's mind games. That game with Paraguay has been France's hardest game in the World Cup so far. France are loaded in every position. On top, they have Olise, Mbappe, and Dembele. Then on the bench, they have Barcola, Due, and Cherokee. It's not fair how much talent they have. The biggest strength of France is the attacking power. It's almost impossible to stop them offensively. They have scored 16 goals in this World Cup, just behind Argentina. Now let's talk about their opponent. Spain is a team that controls the game with the possession of the ball. They don't know how to play without the ball. Spain has a clear system, just like the Barcelona's tiki-taka. The biggest strength of Spain is the midfield. They have players like Rodri, Dani Olmo, Baena, Fabian Ruiz, and Pedri. They only have one way of playing which can hurt them. If they face a team that's able to close down spaces and defend well, that's when Spain struggles. Spain struggles playing vertically. That's why Lamine Yamal is a crucial player in their system. He is an aggressive player that could create a lot of spaces for himself and his teammates. They drew with Cape Verde, the only game that he did not start. Spain depends on Lamine Yamal. Spain is a different team when Lamine Yamal is on the field. Of all the teams left in the World Cup, Spain is the team that has scored the least amount of goals in this World Cup so far with just 11. The weakness of Spain is their attack. They don't score a lot of goals. But on the other hand, they're also the team that have received the least amount of goals with just one. My prediction is that France wins by a small margin. France is too good to be stopped. France has many styles that they can play. Spain can only play one way. France has too many world-class players that could change the outcome of the game with just one play. The game will be close and very fought in the midfield. Spain will try to control the game, but France will use fast transitions to counterattack. France's offense will be too much for Spain's defense and midfield. If Spain wants to have a chance of winning this game, they're going to have to have their best game so far in this World Cup, and Lamine Yamal will have to have his best game in this World Cup as well. This matchup can also have a direct effect in the next Ballon d'Or winner. Now let's talk about the next matchup between England and Argentina. England has had a very inconsistent World Cup. They have many highs and lows during their games. They haven't had an easy win. They have fought for every one of their wins. For stretches of their games, they don't play well and get dominated by the opponent, but they always manage to score to keep themselves in the game. They are a highly efficient team. They are dependent on Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane. Jude Bellingham has scored 6 goals and 1 assist, and Harry Kane has done the same. They're tied with 6 goals and 1 assist each. Combined, they have scored 12 goals. Out of the 13 goals that England has scored this entire World Cup. Jude Bellingham is super underrated. In my opinion, he's the best midfielder in this World Cup. He is England's strength and weakness because England is highly dependent on his performance. If he does good, England will do good. But if he does bad or has a bad game, England will lose. Jude Bellingham is England's most important player. This team is very dangerous because they don't have to play well to win. They're a bipolar team that you don't know how they're going to play. Now let's talk about Argentina. Argentina has had the easiest path to the semifinals. They got to the semifinals by beating Cape Verde, Egypt, and Switzerland. These are teams that Argentina should have beaten easily, but they struggled. They went to extra time with Cape Verde and Switzerland, and they barely beat Egypt 3-2 in a comeback win. They have not been playing their best football. They have received 5 goals to subpar opponents in the knockout stage. That's not good. The biggest weakness of this Argentina is their defense. They also depend on Messi way too much, but I don't blame them because Messi has been on fire. He has 8 goals and 1 assist. He is the heart of this team. His teammates love him and respect him. Argentina will go as far as Messi takes them. He is the identity of this team. The strength of this team is the attack. They are the team that have scored the most amount of goals with 17. This semifinal is hard to predict because both teams have been very inconsistent throughout this World Cup. But I have to give the edge to Argentina on this one. I think Messi and company have been a little bit more consistent than England. They have played better for longer periods of time compared to England. I believe this game is going to be really close. I can see this game being a game where there's a lot of goals because these teams make a lot of mistakes. Another reason that I think that Argentina is going to win is because they have Messi. Messi is still one of the best in the world. He is having a very good World Cup for his age. So I predict the final is going to be between France and Argentina. Can Mbappe beat Argentina this time around? Or will Messi win his second World Cup back to back? Thank you for watching. If you like my content, don't forget to subscribe.